Myself Manasvi Sunil Kharat and I am studying in class 10th in Vidya Pratishtan's New Bal Vikas Mandir Pimpli Baramati. Today I am here to explain the topic the human brain, its evolution, functions and facts. So let's begin with the evolution of the brain.
The brain. By the first AD, Alexandrian anatomist Rufus of Ephesus provided a physical description about the human brain, in which he included the basic structures like the pia mater and the dura mater, which means the soft and hard layers encasing the brain. In the next century, on the basis of the physical description, Roman physician Galen concluded that the brain was the seat of the animal soul, among the three found in our body. He also concluded that the brain was a cold, moist organ found of sperms.
Now, let's talk about the structure of the brain in detail. Human brain is the main thinking part of the body. It is a powerhouse of our body. It is a part of the central nervous system. Human brain is divided into three main parts: the forebrain, the midbrain and the hindbrain. As the name suggests, forebrain means the front brain, midbrain means the middle brain and the hindbrain means the lower or the back brain. Forebrain. It is the main thinking part of the brain. It is divided into four main lobes: frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe, occipital lobe. Yes. Now, frontal lobe is used for the facial expressions and higher thinking. Parietal lobe is used for touching, smelling and for other activities. Occipital lobe is used for visualizing impulses and the temporal lobe is used as the sound receptors. Now, midbrain. Midbrain connects to the forebrain and the hindbrain. It controls the reflexes of sight and hearing. Hindbrain. Hindbrain is divided into three subparts: the pons, medulla oblongata and the cerebellum. Pons controls our breathing activities. It controls our breathing rates. And if there is some breathing issue, there is surely a problem in your pons. Now, medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata controls the involuntary actions like sneezing, coughing, swallowing and etc. Cerebellum. Cerebellum controls the voluntary actions like walking, jumping, swimming, running, jogging and etc. Now, in the structure of the brain, there is a hypothalamus and a pituitary gland. Hypothalamus is a part of the forebrain. It is also a part of the endocrine system, which is also called as the feedback mechanism. It regulates the timing and amount of all the hormones present in our body. Pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is nothing but a growth hormone, which is responsible for the growth of an individual. Now let us see how is a brain protected. Brain is protected by a bony box called the skull or the cranium. It is the hardest, outermost covering of our brain.
Now let's discuss some facts about the human brain. William Skene was the first neurosurgeon to perform the open brain surgery in the year 1887. The typical brain is about 2% of body's weight but uses only 20% of its total energy and oxygen intakes. Every time our heart beats, our arteries carry 20 to 25% of blood to the brain. The harder we think, the more oxygen our brain will utilize for the body's control and coordination. Now, I would like to thank our principal ma'am, Mrs. Kalpana Parakar, and all my science teachers. I would especially like to thank Mrs. Dipali Ved Pathak, who gave us a very